Hey guys, Chung here. So we have here the Mars 300 and the Mars 400. So the 400 of course is the newer version. So what has improved over time is that the Mars 400 has like a built-in monitor, and also the bracket of or mounting it onto your camera has improved. But yeah, the main feature of this also is that you can connect it with your phone. So you can actually connect it up to 4 phones and have like 4 people watching what you are filming. But also you could have like a second receiver unit with like a second professional monitor. And this also, because it's 400, meaning it's for 400 feet, while the Mars 300 has like a maximum reach of 300 feet. So this range has slightly been improved, but also yeah, the latency should be also slightly better than the older version. So actually let's look at the actual unit itself and let's compare these. So one thing I want to talk about is the size of the Mars 400 and the 300. So they are quite similar. I think it's only like a few millimeters that they are really in difference. So it's not like that they have become really much bigger. But one thing always note, this is without a battery. So once you add a battery to it, especially like these big MPF, it will start to look really big. So this here would be what it would look like when you have a battery. Of course there are smaller MPF batteries, but most people would have like these bigger ones if you want to use it with a single battery for a lot of hours. So another thing that is different with the 300, on the 300 you see these 2 screws. That is how to relocate. There's like a small adapter we can screw onto there to add another tripod mount onto this side, so we can put it more flat on top of your camera. With the Mars 400 you don't have those 2 screws anymore. What you do have is this bracket, so this you slide onto here in the middle, and then you get a thumb screw or a screw that you can screw onto here, and that basically relocates the screw from the bottom to this side. However, you might notice there might be one issue, is your screen is also here. So if you have mounted it like this, you won't see the screen. So that is slightly a design flaw. Yeah, they could have think of a better method, or relocating the mount to another place, maybe more to the side instead of here on front. And also this is the Mars 400. There's also a Mars 400S, and the difference with the S is, instead of having 2 HDMI on the side, we have like 1 HDMI and the other would be a SDI port. But because this is just the Mars 400, this have the double HDMI instead. So on the units there is a menu you can go through, especially because now there is a screen. There are 3 buttons, left and right is basically directly you can change the channel. And the middle button, the square one, if you press and hold it for a few seconds, you activate the menu. And because this here right now is a receiver unit, there's not that much you can change there. However, on the transmitter unit you have like one menu item more, which is the scene mode. Scene mode you have for the image quality, balance, and the speed. So the speed one we are right now on. So I hope that might be improved, yeah, the quality or the speed of the image. Basically the speed should have the less latency or less lag going on. So we can see here, and let's actually change to the stopwatch so we can see how much time difference there might be. Main thing is HDMI just always have a slight lag. If you actually use just the HDMI cable directly to your monitor, and if you move and you film yourself, you will see a lag also. So that is just an issue because of the HDMI. But yeah, if you are using the SDI version, the 400S should be having less issue because SDI has less lag than HDMI. But I have to say, quite interesting, enabled to also use your phone instead of just only a monitor. So you can have like several people if you have so many people on set that needs to watch what is going on, and the delay is, I think, about the same speed as what you see on the monitor there. And what else we can do, we can actually take a photo here, take a screenshot, and we can record like a backup to your phone if it's needed. So you can record what is being filmed, and basically we also have audio. So that is very in delay. Let's turn off the sound. So that we can hear there is a real delay in the sound, and it's causing a echo. So on the side here we can choose the video quality. We have SD, HD. You can see the photo. We have here, we can access some settings here. Main reason to decide between the Mars 300 or the Mars 400 is really dependable on your style of filming, and also basically what kind of crews you are working with. If you are working with a bigger crew, of course the Mars 400 should be better with enabled to give signals to multiple units than the Mars 300, which is just one-on-one. So you might think, yeah, using a phone app, how useful is that on a film set or using an iPad? The main thing is the record function is really interesting, because you might think, yeah, well, I have a backup on your phone. Mainly you shouldn't think this as a backup, but actually a really useful tool on a film set, because if you are going to film something and the director actually just keeps also a record on his phone. So basically the thing is, if he wants to tell a remark to the actor and show a playback, he doesn't need to go to or ask the camera operator, can you pull back that shot and do a playback to show the actors, because that would take a lot of time, because a lot of cameras isn't like an instant that you can go to playback, especially with the Canon cinema. You have to like turn off on. It takes much longer than just your normal mirrorless camera to go to a playback menu. Well, basically the director could, if he had recorded that scene or that shot, could just go to the menu and play back the shot on his phone instead of asking the camera operator to play it back. So that makes it much easier to communicate with your actors without needing to also get your camera crew also involved with it. So that makes stuff much easier, and also like if you have changed an angle, you at least still or if the camera crew is changing the angle, setting up for a different shot, you can still use your phone to just say or show what kind of things they need to keep their mind on, especially talking with actors. And choosing between the Mars 400 and the Mars 400S, I have to say that the Mars 400S, because it has both HDMI and SDI, it gives you more option, because you don't really need to purposely have two HDMI outs, because I don't see you having like a cable connected to two monitors. It's really that needed. Overall, yeah, the build quality is of course still really nice and solid. Overall, just the amount of new features and added features just makes things much easier on a film set. So that was mainly it. If you have any questions, please comment below, and if you are new to this channel and want to see more upcoming videos, please hit that subscribe button here below, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.